2 cups of all-purpose gluten-free flour. Already got 1 cup in the bowl. This is my 2nd cup. I need 1/4 of a cup cornstarch.
We're actually making pizza. She forgot to mention that part. I'm cutting this green pepper. Not too thin, but not too thick.
I'm doubling my recipe, so I need 1/2 cup of cornstarch. Okay, so I need 3 teaspoons of baking powder, which I've already placed into the bowl. Mix it all up with a spoon. Now I'm going to measure 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano if I have it. If not, we're leaving out the oregano. 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Bacon, hamburger, green peppers, onions, and mushrooms.
It's gonna be awesome. Place them in a bowl, kind of like this. Whichever way you prefer. I mean, it doesn't have to be specific. I'm gonna start cutting the purple onion. Well, it's purple. I am measuring the water to make sure it's underneath 110 degrees so that it activates the yeast, but it's not too much. Turns out to be 100 degrees, so we're good. Put in 2 teaspoons of sugar, white sugar. We must add 2 packages of the yeast. And it's dissolved.
You're just going to sprinkle the yeast on top and we're going to let it set 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, she's working on the yeast. I've got the flour set up ready to go for the dough, and I'm working on the wet ingredients that goes into the dough. Calls for 1 egg, but I'm doubling the recipe, so I'm putting 2.
2 packages of yeast.
You're just sprinkling it on top, right?
Just sprinkling it on top.
Okay, now I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of, what kind of vinegar? Apple cider vinegar.
Just putting apple cider vinegar in with the oil and the eggs.
Now I need 2 teaspoons of white sugar. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of sugar, white sugar. Okay, now I'm going to mix this all up. Okay, I'm preparing the baking pan by spreading vegetable on it.
Now we must crumble the bacon. I missed out on that.
Don't steal the bacon.
Cameraman stole some bacon. She's stirring the yeast. Just a little bit.
I just want to go ahead and stir it just a little bit.
Not a lot. A lot is needed.
I'm going to whisk the yeast into the egg mixture. Now I'm going to pour it into the flour mixture to make our dough. Now I'm mixing the dough. Okay, we have our dough coming together here. Looks a little wet. I may have to add a little bit of the gluten-free all-purpose flour to it here in a little while. Okay, it looks like Hope has the ingredients all ready to go that we're going to put on top of our pizza.
Now, what we have here, first thing we have is our beef. Yeah, we have beef, and then we have our bacon and our red onion, which I like to call purple onion because I'm weird. We have our mushrooms, yum, and then mozzarella cheese and cheddar cheese. The whole bag, by the way. We're gonna have lots of cheese. And then we also have green peppers. Delicious. No, we're not putting the watermelon on there. Nope.
Okay, this dough is a little bit wet. It's the first time I've made gluten-free pizza dough. The directions didn't say to set it out, knead it, let it rise or anything. So I've added a little bit more of all-purpose gluten-free flour to it already. I'm going to keep doing it until I can actually touch it and spread it onto the baking pan.
How long do we have to let this braise?
We don't. We're just supposed to put it onto the baking pan, put it in the oven for 10 minutes, take it back out, then top it, and then put it back in the oven. Okay, I read some of the notes on the recipe, and it says it is going to look like pancake batter. I think that's pretty well what we have here, so I'm going to go ahead and try to spread it out onto the baking sheet. We'll just see what happens. Get this spread out here for our pizza. Just set that down, honey. I really need to use my fingers. No. Okay, this is not easy to spread. It's pretty wet. It just kind of pulls itself back together. Okay, I have spread the dough across the baking sheet. It's not very even, but I think we're just going to go with what we have. So now we need to place it in the oven for 10 minutes to pre-cook it before we top it. The oven's preheated, 425.
The pizza is looking awesome. It's got a little bit of brownness on the side and in the middle and stuff, and it's rising too.
Oh yeah,
In the middle's rising.
Oh yeah.
That's good looking.
Our pre-baked pizza crust, and we're now going to top. Now we're going to put the sauce on the dough. Pizza sauce. And I like a lot of pizza sauce.
She likes a lot. I don't know. I just like pizza sauce.
Might have just didn't
I like
up
pizza.
somewhat. Okay, now we're going to put some cheese on top. Just going to sprinkle a little bit of each of the cheeses that I have here. I have mozzarella and sharp cheddar. Now we're going to put our hamburger and our bacon, our meats.
And that's just the meat and the cheese and the sauce. Now we have onions. Onions and green peppers. Definitely a lot less, of course.
Okay, mushrooms on the mushroom pan. We're going to kind of break these up as we put them on there so they're not on there.
Moss cheeses.
That is a monster pizza.
I know.
It's about 6 inches high.
Okay, I'm putting it back in the oven. Okay, we're going to let that bake, probably for about 20 minutes. Check the pizza, and it's ready to come out about 5 minutes early, so it's only good in about 15 minutes.
Ooh, that looks good. Oh, brown it on top. The crust looks delicious. Listen to it sizzle.
Okay, thanks for watching, and we're looking forward to eating the pizza.